This is the Abbermist issue register. The main component of the issue register is the issue log, which we see here, where details of each issue raised are recorded. Here we have fields to identify the origin and the nature of each issue, evaluate each issue, and record the countermeasures that we are going to apply or implement. You can also generally monitor the issues and, using various fields, give more detail as to the impact and also set up for reports. There are two other worksheets here. Firstly, the issue management plan. This is automatically generated when the issue priority has been determined on the issues log, and it produces a report that's in a format more familiar to management, that is more like a Word document than a register in a spreadsheet format. This is generated just by clicking on the IMP button. There's an area to put in notes that you want to where you want to emphasize points to the reviewing body. Various particulars are kept here about dates and where the file is being kept. And as you step through, there's a change history for the document, and automatically generated for it is an index or a table of contents. Each issue is presented on a single page. Presented in priority order, the first being the most important. It gives all the salient details of each issue on one sheet and is easier to read. When completed and printed out in Adobe Acrobat file format, it can be sent and distributed to anyone. The other tab that you will find on here is the team codes. This is where you can set up codes that are appropriate to identify ownership of these issues. You could have a company portfolio which includes a number of different programs which would be identified uniquely by number or alphanumeric code and their own particular name. These can be created here or in a separate register and linked to that register. Also on this codes sheet is a business impact code definition. The business impact codes are also used to further define each issue and give us another opportunity to filter out on certain topics. This sheet can normally be hidden. To the left here you can see there are two other tabs, one August and September. This is a record in grid format. It's an issue assessor grid which comes directly out of the issue log. It looks at each issue that's been indexed and highlighted and given a RAG statement, and it places those issues according to the RAG statement and their priority and impact codes in the risk assessor grid, so you can get a view of the loadings of the high, how many there are, what their progress is against in mitigating them, etc. And that is it, ready to print. As you can see here, we have a priority and impact or severity and these are the the issue ID numbers. Reds are actually having no progress made. The ambers with moderate progress, green is progress is being made as expected, and the blues are resolved, and they generally are dropped off during the next reporting cycle. Now that can be kept, and as you can see we've kept in August, September, and this current report which you just made. So there is the means there to keep a historical record of how things are progressing. The issue register comes in the issue management package with a fully comprehensive set of supporting documents explaining each of the functions and how they're to be used, and it is fully customizable.